Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to talk about a feature update in the LuBan Box method. Let's open LuBan software. Go to File, Create, Photo Magic. Then we set the method to box. The feature update is an edit option in the inner pattern. Previously, we have an option of ignore the inner pattern, extrude, indent, hollow lid, and hollow box. I have added an intrude option to the inner pattern. Let's look at a simple example. I'm going to load a black and white image. Autobot. In the default option, the inner pattern is ignored. You can set it to extrude. So this will extrude upwards of the inner pattern, which is an Autobot image. And you can set the pattern depth. Currently, the box thickness is 5. Okay, so the thickness is from the exterior surface to the interior surface. And the box is in basic shape. So the thickness is divided by 2 so that the lid and the base can fit with each other. And you can set the tolerance to control the tightness of the fit. This was all in the previous version. I can adjust pattern depth to 10 if I want. Okay, because this is extruding outward, I can set any value that I like. Excuse me. If I use the indent option, then the pattern will go inward, indent. And the value of 10 is going to be too big, I think. Oh, wait. I want to show you. So the value of 10, it tells you pattern depth must be smaller than thickness. If it's 10, then 10 is going inside too much. So you can set 4, less than 5. And what you get is, on the lid, you have an indent pattern of the Autobot. And you have an extra piece of the indent STL. This was all in the previous version. My initial motivation in creating the box is simply to make a container that you can print some pattern on the surface, and the container can be of any shape. This was my initial intention. After it was created, and it's been used by many LuBan users for several years, and I have seen many users apply the box method to make lightbox. They put LED light inside the box, and when the LED light is on, you will see a beautiful pattern on the lid of the box. For those users, the box method is suboptimum. They may use hollow lid so that the light is directly through the hollow regions. They may use the indent, and they do not print the red part. So you will have a thicker boundary of the box, and thin inside picture. The deep dark blue is a thinner layer of material. Some light will penetrate, so they may create a light box in this way. The problem is if they want to print the light box, they need support. Ideally, they want to flip this part. They want to flip this part on the surface of the bed. I'm going to save this to the desktop to give you an example. Lid. So this is a thinner region, and that's the thicker region. Ideally, this should be flipped and facing the bed 180. It should be printed like this, but you would need support to support the inner pattern. Okay, so printing wise, the structure of the lid is not very friendly, not very 3D printing friendly. If they use extrude, when they use extrude to make the light box, the extruded part will be thicker, so this will be the dark region, and the surface of the lid will be a thinner region. So they may use a thickness of the box as 2, and then the depth as 3. So this will be a darker region, and that's thinner region. Again, they have a problem. Ideally, they want to print it upside down. So this part facing the bed, and this part is facing upwards, but support is still needed. The new option, intrude, is added to address this issue. When you click intrude, wait a second, what's going on? Okay, intrude, the pattern thickness is larger than the thickness of the box, so that gives me something not right. And pattern thickness is 3, box thickness is 5. You will have the pattern that is extruded inward, okay, towards the upper surface of the box. In this case, the dark blue region is thinner than the lighter blue region. So in this particular setting, box thickness is 5. I might set pattern depth to 4, so that the dark blue region is 5 minus 4. It is only 1 millimeter. And when you put light in the box, the pattern of the Autobot will be illuminated. Let's save this as a project, and then open the project, lid and body. There is nothing to say about the body. Let's go to the lid. The lid is on the front surface, there is nothing. On the back surface, the pattern, the inner pattern, is intruded. It is shifted towards the outer surface. So when you take this to your slicer and rotate this 180 degree, flip it, basically flip it, you can print the lid with the front surface facing the bed. Then everything will be printed beautifully without any support. The inner pattern region will be very thin. It will be the thickness of the box 5 minus the inner pattern 4. So the thickness will be 1. And we can cut it to show the thickness. So the inner pattern thickness, let me make the surface white. The inner pattern thickness is basically here. And then the 5 is the thickness of the box. Okay. This way you can make a beautiful light box, and it is 3D printing friendly. So that is all for the new feature add. I hope you enjoy this function. And by the way, the appearance of the intrude option is exactly the same as ignore. If you click ignore, the appearance is the same as before. You can only see the inside when you click object, explode, or press E multiple times. You are going to explode it. There's nothing on the inside of the box with the ignore option. If you press R, it's going to restore. Let's change back to intrude. Again, on the appearance, there's nothing. There's no change. When you open it up and look inside, that's the intruded pattern. That is all for this video. Thank you for your attention.